Greetings. Alright, thank you for joining us for tonight's broadcast that brought to you by Fifth Dimension. I hope the alien beings are watching. Yeah, this is, I don't know if this is an activation or not. The idea is to go into more of giving disclosure energies to get things going. But, you know, how it's been going in the past is kind of half-assed and nothing ever happens. Thank you, Alien Universe, for being half-assed. So, also this is going to be a cloning coming out of my own self. Yeah, I found out I was a clone a while ago. When I started talking about cloning, about a month ago, before the healing series began. I realized I was a clone as I started to dive into this a lot further. And the cloning energies I'm connected to is basically before I was even born. You say, or as I was, well, either way, through inception, I was being, either way, it was a clone process from the very beginning of my birth here, let's put it that way. So there's a whole bunch of me somewhere in some warehouse, I don't know where. It's basically also has to do with upgrades. Basically, to connect to connections, you have to clone me to upgrade me to connect to. You know, you can't get your upgrade without being cloned. But for my case, and of course for security reasons too. Positive Illuminati energies, whoever the hell wants to connect. It's part of the mission basically. And yeah, memories of the past aren't that clear to me usually. I mean, I just look forward. I don't think about the past too much. But all of this is basically alien or boot camp for the mission. And the idea also is to bring in alien energies in here. I don't know how the hell I'm gonna do that. I'll tell you though more about the cloning. Usually the Zetas are, of course, this is done in spirit, but. The Zetas are usually the ones that perfected the most, from what I'm gathering. Dulce, New Mexico is part of it. Yes, I don't know where I am connected to. Maybe there. Mars also, there is cloning facilities. So everyone has their energies. DNA-wise, it's somewhere. Obviously, when you're born, when they take blood, it's pretty much how they get it. So they know who's coming in and who's going out. And you can look at this as a prison all you want to. Yeah, it is, but the idea is to unlock it. Unlocking it is easier said than done. And so it's like bringing this stuff out is, you know, basically it's like when I was connecting this clone stuff, it's like, wait a minute, am I a clone too? Shit. It's like, I know there's like a Mary Sue I knew in the past, recently, or a couple years ago. And she said, oh, I know about, da-da-da-da-da. I was like, oh, fucking crazy person. But I didn't really dive that deep into the clone stuff until recently. Because they don't give me a whole lot of details of it. But now more I'm connecting to it, it's like, what the fuck am I connecting to? So it's not that important in the long run. It's basically, you know, going forward is what matters. Past and all that, who cares? No, I don't remember being in a laboratory. I do feel a lot of Zeta energies around it, so so coming into their energy field, you know, for a mission like this, of course a lot of these aliens are half-assing quite a bit, but see, I see a military bases I'm talking about all this, so maybe I triggered somebody. Well, what I see as I'm talking about this is Zeta walking around at military base, so I don't know what the hell that's about. They did connect to, now for alien activation, the idea, shit if I know. I don't know what the hell is going to happen. I did get a message possibly in April, something's going to start to unravel. Basically with your energies. I'm not to worry yourself out too much, but to, I mean, when you look at the world, it's kind of like ran its course. It's like, what the hell, we're just sitting here watching ourselves rot, basically. Same old shit over and over again. And it's like the idea is alien energies are here and to bring them into our environment. However that is going to occur, I don't know. I mean, obviously you're walking around, all of a sudden a portal opens up and a bunch of beings come out. It's like, that's gonna be okay, whatever works for you. I don't think that's gonna happen, but it's basically, it feels like it's getting easier to tap into. Let's put it that way. Last night I saw a Palladian energy. It looked like a tall white, but I don't believe it's a tall white. It's a Palladian energy. I think I have the name of Dorian, something like that. It's a male. Doesn't matter. Name doesn't matter. Or D, whatever you want to call him, doesn't matter. But he has long white hair, white skin, kind of like a white costume or clothing, and they're watching all of this. So obviously that one showed up after I was doing my little rant about the aliens not doing anything. Or no, I connected to the Andromedans, get their, get their assistance in the Dorian or whatever his name is. Isn't Dorian like a female name? Well, funny enough though, this is the Palladian was kind of feminine, but he is a male though. So it's a male with a feminine energy. So Dorian kind of makes it doesn't matter the name, so it kind of fits the energy. But it's for alien disclosure, basically what I've tapped to in the past, and I haven't really dived that deep into it. Basically, tap into alien energies and not exactly manifest them here, but it feels like they're loosening their guard. Another thing is that they're not as afraid as they're afraid of us. Now there are groups like the Black Palladians are not afraid, but some of them can get a little bit, I wouldn't say reckless, but they gotta be careful what they do. But I feel like we're coming in at a time where when's the charade going to come to an end? I don't know what. I don't think it's going to be like large scale disclosure, but a build up to we're not alone here at least. Obviously they've already done it here and there, but it's not. And of course you have the UFO community that has all their conventions and selling all their books and all that nonsense. That's not what this is about. It's like, this isn't about selling books or anything. This is about clearing out the BS and allowing these beings to come in. And all the government crap. What I did, now I wasn't connected to this. I did feel like if anything does strange happen, obviously there's going to be a military presence. It's going to be like, whoa, all of a sudden the military is outside. Whoa, that got here pretty quickly. So, obviously they're watching all this. Because they're not helping this, that's for sure. They're suppressing it. But I believe there is methods to allow more of an alien presence to occur. It'll be most likely, I don't know what, it'll be mostly signs before they actually show up in the physical. But they have not quite got their act together. Now there's also a message, not for me, but for another source, that negative ones will show up. I think that's them just, raising their hands, like, hey, what about us? There's always that possibility. But I believe more of the positive ones are going to do. They're already doing it through cults and shit. So, they got their footprint there already. But for alien, I'm not just doing this all for talk. I don't know what they're going to do. But at least I put in the discussion that we're all kind of tired of this BS. It's not about writing books and being popular or ego. It's not about any of that. It's like our society sucks. And it's like, it's the same shit every single freaking year. That's not how you look at it. Some people like that. And they make good slaves, and you get rewarded for your slavery. It's called a profession. But a lot of us are just like, come on, really? There's got to be a change here eventually. We're all just, basically, that's another thing. You just get frustrated by it all. You just get sick of it. It's like, okay, hear about alien disclosure, blah, 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 and nothing ever happens. Nothing. So, you can channel all these beings and all this BS about the colonies or whatever, hybrid kids, or how many toes alien beings have, what kind of soda they drink, or all kind of, who cares? It's like, that's great, but it's like for them to touch down here, make themselves known, I think would be more progress there. They can tell us themselves. They can blow a bunch of hot air out of their ass. At least we're getting something out of it. So it feels like there is a buildup on the way, is what I'm gathering. Like, the more frustrated you get with this reality, it's like, I'm just sick of it all. Just screw this place. Just fuck it all. It doesn't mean it's going to be mainstream disclosure just yet, but at least movement is, from what I'm gathering, is they're allowing the timeline to tap into it a little bit easier. Now, I went through Crystal River, I was expecting something. I got not so friendliness. I had a lot of unfriendly connections there. Let's put it that way. It was a place I'd like to go out to more often. I felt the Sasquatch. I was very positive, but I also felt where I was staying, they had like the door was like, it felt very unfriendly. It's like, damn. It's like somebody very. It was a reptilian being that was really pissed off. So it wasn't a ghost. It was a being. So. But it is, those are, push that aside, it doesn't matter. But, away from civilization, I mean, if you're away from civilization long enough, yeah, you get weird. We also start connecting more, for sure. But from what I'm gathering, I don't know what the future holds. I don't know anything. They're not, we here do the best we can, and the aliens, as usually, don't produce anything. They just fly around and blink lights all day and show up on security team every once in a while, and that's great and everything. So there's celebrities, they're YouTube celebrities, and who cares? It's like, that's not what have you done for us lately. I mean, yeah, they might be helping us in here and there, but it'd be nice if they, like, I don't know, put some more effort into their operations. I get messages here and there from people. It's like, come on, let's get this show on the road. And I agree. It's just that every time I do that, I get a blockage. I don't know, it doesn't seem like it's as blocked as it was before. It doesn't mean they're going to start landing anytime soon, but at least the timeline of disclosure is getting a little bit more clear. Meaning that, I would say expect anomalies, like they had that blue light in New York and stuff like that. Was it December or something like that? So, I don't have any full indication of anything. But it's like, yeah, they're not going to like land their ships or anything because we're like really hostile. But that, I mean, it's like you need a warm up to that. But like next year, I did feel, of course, they can take it. Oh, we're going to show up next year. Oh, we just changed our mind. Now it's going to be year after that, and it's like nonsense. It's like, must be nice being an alien race with half-assed existence there. Well, I believe enough human energies here are ready for what's to come. Patience, we've been patient forever. Yeah, it's getting kind of old, isn't it? I mean, you can channel aliens all you want. You get the same old BS, basically. Yeah, it can help you in your everyday life. There's nothing wrong with that. But bringing in alien energies is a possibility. It seems like it's getting stronger. Like I said, April, I don't have any guarantees of anything happening in April, but the timeline of anomalies is getting stronger. That they are working with us. That's all they're saying. Now they appear, make a personal visitation. It seems like they're allowing that. At least this Palladian being is allowing it more. Oh, I have to wait. You get tired of connecting to stuff. It's like, just do something. It's like, if you're trying to give me a talking sandwich, I'll take anything right now. It's the same old prison reality that we're in. So, I mean, they can make, individually, of course, it goes through your, as soon as they appear, they go through your chakras, and, obviously they're already doing a connection with us already, we just don't remember it. But they can allow the memories to come back, even through your astral state. Either way, it does feel like April is a time of renewal, from what I'm feeling for them. Now, I'm not expecting, like I said, I'm not expecting any ships landing anytime soon. But at least we're going to, I don't know, get the ball. I don't know the ball rolling. Every time you say that, it's like nothing happens. And it's like, wow, this is a fun time to be on planet, prison. Yeah, I thought about doing a And put a what is it, what is it, yeah, well, I forgot the name of it. Basically, I wanted to do a, if you can vote on it. I forgot. I can't. Yeah, they took the thought out of my mind. But anyway, basically, go to the UN and ask to change a petition. That's it. Thank you. About time. Yeah. Thanks for helping me out there. Petition to change the name of Earth to Prison Planet or Slave World. I might just still do that. And then have submitted to not just our government, but but the UN. That'll get and talk about people have psychic abilities, they're not using it. Talk about all this stuff. We're trying to go into the fourth dimension, and might as well let people know what kind of world they're on for us to ascend. A lot of religions are manipulating humanity. Not to say religion's all bad; it has positives. Everything has a positive. So do stuff like that and get the ball rolling. So I don't know. That's in the works. I get like 2 votes on that. We'll see. So, is that not what this place is? I mean, it's Planet Jail. So, I mean, obviously, action on our side is useful. But in our, of course, humans here want proof. But what about when you do give them proof? I mean, we're working on proof. Of course, most of humanity would be scared out of their minds if they knew what was here. It's everything bizarre you can think of. That's for damn sure. But we're not really here to connect with that just yet. Of course, if the reptilians want to show up and scare the hell out of people, I'm all for it. Hell, who cares anymore at this point? I doubt that's going to happen. Yeah, that was another thing for alien disclosure, was just to piss off all the bad aliens and have them appear. But I don't think they'll do it. It's like they know you want to do it, and it's like, screw you, we're not going to do it. We're having fun screwing around with everybody. So that was one option at one time. Now, yeah, that's the other thing. You can piss them off enough where they will just appear because they're just so angry, but the chances are not very high right now from what it seems. So yeah, they know my energies, so they're not going to do that. So, but you connect to more of the positive ones. Like I said, I don't have any guarantees of anything, but the timelines for alien energies are getting stronger, at least for some kind of. I'm going to be focusing more on disclosure, let's put it that way. Let's see. A lot of them are back. Once again, I feel the aliens themselves are scared of us. So let's put this. I'm looking at it from different points of view. They're afraid. I've mentioned this before. They're scared that we're going to screw up their civilization, but a lot of them are, eating Grey Poupon, flying around their Cadillacs and their Mercedes spaceships, living the good life. The councils are, connected to the Palladian councils. They are not entirely afraid. They're just sort of hesitant to make any, quick decisions. But then again, you've had plenty of time. I mean, come on, really? They are connected to the UN. They don't have to necessarily worry about being shot down by military. Of course, if they do make a drastic change here, yeah, there'll be military presence for sure. But it doesn't mean that that's going to occur. A lot of them are thinking in that regard, like alien disclosure. A bunch of ships have to hang out, and at least from the Palladian perspective, that seems to be most likely what they're working on, from what I'm gathering. So we're basically, I'm going to be diving more into at least different points of view of it. But what other, more you connect with this, you might feel a blockage. It's like they don't want to show up. It's like, come on, really? Really? I mean, really? I mean, how long do we got to keep living this crap? It's like, man, most of society likes being a zombie. For everyone else, it's like, come on, really? I mean, it's not. Yeah, it's not a big deal. They made themselves known, and they're already assisting us here and there. But why not they, pull their, rabbit out of a hat? And, we know they're here. We can feel them. People have dreams of them. They have this and that. parallel realities. We have the zombie realities on TV. I have all the stuff that's being, Disney trying to take over the world because they know something's up. So, it's like a build up to control humanity, the alien existence here. And so, like I said, for alien presence here, it's not to make a big deal about it. So if you know you're here, why don't you turn on the lights and say hello every once in a while. So right now they're listening, they're not saying anything. But at least they put that energy out there to, throw fire up their ass, basically. I mean, they get comfortable. And, I guess, I don't, you got this alien cult shit going on, and it's like, is that your idea of alien disclosure? No. So, I'm connecting more to the Palladian alliances for this, because they look like us, they kind of are like us in some, hopefully non-narcissistic way. They are, yes, here for medical needs, but they're not going to appear like that. Basically, they are going to show up, obviously, when they feel like it, but it is getting kind of, repetitive where they're doing the same thing. Over and over again, not doing anything. They say they're going to help, and they don't do anything. I got a message, someone by a year, I forget what time it was, like May or something like that. I actually felt a being, I was at Universal, I felt the energy of a being coming through. It said, talk of, alien disclosure. I haven't channeled the being. I forgot who it was now, but it doesn't matter. I actually felt them talking through the energy. It wasn't manipulation. It was very friendly. It was like somebody that was on crack, basically. Somebody that had a lot of high vibration. It was neat. It was really, and then I went on this alien disclosure kick for a while. And then you get tired of it. It's like, I don't know what to do with this. I talked about it forever. It's like, nothing. It's like, so, but that doesn't mean nothing's going to continue to occur. April seems to be some kind of turning point for them. I'm not expecting any ships to fly or land or anything, but anomaly energies, of course, they can always change their mind. But they are, they have a more understanding of this than we do. We're just here, we're just ants in an ant hill, and they can come and step on us, and they're blocking us. I get blocks all the time from alien beings, reptilians, archons, yada yada yada. They're trying to pressure us where we lose interest or just lose our minds. I think losing the mind is kind of there already. So frustration. But it'd be nice to see some movement on their side. Let's see, there is a government influence, but not as strong as you might think. I think something, I think it was a bug or an orb. I think it was a bug. Anyway. Alright, let me clear my mind after that. Okay, here, 1 second. Giving people an update of what I'm doing. This is a order, for those that are new to all this is ivantar.com. Our private sessions, we want to have a channel so you can be bizarre. We'll hang out, Zoom and channel by phone. Around, I think I'm on Monday right now, so I'm still on Sunday and Monday. Last week, same situation here. We have other channelers and healers I do recommend. We have Social Network and Absolute Insanity. That's president of the world, if you're wondering who that was. So, if everything's still working here. Well, that's the thing about alien disclosure. Obviously, you get kind of frustrated though, because they do say they're going to do something, talk about it, yada yada yada. Then we see no movement on their side. April seems to be, once again, activation month. A lot of this is coming from the shadow governments too. They do connect to that. So there are, I wouldn't expect anything major happen, but timeline to disclosure is opening up more than it did before. Basically, a lot of it has to do with the whole thing with the president and that whole FBI BS that was going on. So notice how I'm talking like this, and after that whole probe thing kind of ended. So that's saying, so to show there's some kind of connection there. So, like I said, there's a Palladian council that is part of the ground crew. Okay, let's shift gears a little bit. I was mentioning the Black Palladians, so let's see what we get from them. Humans feel like they are always ready, even when they're not. But we know who is ready and who is not. And even us as the alien beings are misguided ourselves. But as you reach out to us, we hear you. So as more of the calls get stronger on your world, that is when we start to say hello. And right now there's more of a discovery progress that's going on, of trying to figure out who we are, than actually for us to reach down and say hello, or reach out and say hello. That doesn't mean we do not, and we analyze disclosure on a daily basis, the energies of your earth. That does not mean we will not come into your energy field and be seen. Now, the more open you are, the better. But we know you better than you know yourselves. But then again, you know us as you test us. Meaning you find our weaknesses as easy as we find yours. So, when you get worried, you feel our worry too. So it's kind of like a mirror effect. So we might be all fine and dandy on the outside, but you do detect what's going on with us too. So balancing our energies with yours is essential, that we are on the same playing field basically for a visitation. So it's not the easiest. There's nothing of certainty, no. But it does not mean that we won't reach out to your society and be a part of it. There is much going on in your world of mental anxiety towards your society, as many of you want a shift. Just basically, yes, to know who is here. As yes, we have been neighbors for a very long time, but have not showed ourselves to you. And realize would be an unlikely source, would be unlikely, you will not see us coming, but then again, we will give you indications of our appearance. Some of you are here for disclosure purposes, meaning that you are here to bring our energies into the Earth's environment, for us to connect with you on a personal basis, on a physical realm. So the doorway is here, it's just we have not made ourselves known. Basically, we are neighbors who never came out and said hello. This is one way of hello, but this isn't really what you're looking for, is it? You're looking for more of a more physical appearance. It's like we're sending you a text message, basically, and you don't know who the hell you're really connected to when it comes down to it. Not really. A channeling can pretty much come from anybody. I mean, we are who we say we are, but you would much rather a physical connection where you know who you're dealing with. Quite understood. But even through channelings, we test the environment. We test the energies to see who is open, who is not, who is scared, and who is not, who is friendly, etc. As basically we have to be careful of who we get involved with. As yes, we have an idea, but also to prepare you mentally for our visitation. As you don't want us to just drop in at your party and just say, party's just begun, basically. You have to be careful to not interfere in your life. Our lives are set up to us as ground crew workers. We are always ready for your interaction. As for you, you are, but you aren't. But you are. You might not know that you are, but you are ready for our interaction. So, yes, take it with a grain of salt of our visitation with you, our connections with you. Well, it is getting stronger than it has been in the past. Some are still going to have disappointment to see there's no alien headlines in your news, mainstream news of visitation. But it does not mean that movement is not occurring. As yes, basically your government is going through a transition, and a lot of the blockages have been removed recently. Your media is showing what it truly is, manipulated, and society, as usual, is having trouble growing and transitioning into the new environments. You as humans are going to have a new way of looking, meaning you'll have minor upgrades, downloads of our existence with you. Blessings. So, it's in a meeting. They're in a meeting, something like that, which is nice and dandy and everything, but still, once again, no movement. Let's see here. Connected to Mother Earth's energies on alien disclosure. Let's see here. Yes, it's. One moment. Just basically let the mind and the soul be free. You are rewriting your history, your future. Your futures, your timelines are shifting to more of a new environment. Basically, live on a daily basis, but also feel that you are not alone. That is disclosure, and more is to come. As you are more aware of the presence around you, more of the physical will be no surprise. In due time, of course. But it does not mean you're not on the road to connections, which you are. As many of you are mature enough to handle the idea that you are not alone, and yes, there's a great number here. Many are profiting off of it, but the idea is for you to bring a balance, as you have a lot to learn, and so do we. Even as a Mother Earth energy, I still have a lot to learn, as everyone. Because I myself am like an alien too. We're all learning together the vast knowledge of your planet. So yes, expect big changes. If you wish. Connected timelines of who is here. Your alien beings. Some of you will feel more of a presence over time. Meaning that it'll feel like there's an alien invasion, and clearly there's nothing in the sky. They're just showing that their presence is here, and it's getting stronger with you. Basically, yes, the vibes you receive, the energies you feel, they can talk to you anytime they want. It just hasn't been time for it. But that can shift at any moment, of course. Blessings. Yeah, about in 2015, I was driving on interstate, and I felt, it was on a Sunday morning, I was going to a park just to connect to the energies, and I felt a ship. I didn't see it, but I felt it. It was Nordics were on it, and I felt it move. I felt them piloting the ship. So they can make themselves known whatever they feel like. Obviously, they don't most of the time, but they're working on it, so we'll see. I know this is very frustrating, but it's like sometimes you just gotta, show your frustrations. Like, come on, really? It's like, not to be a nag, but it does look like our reality is kind of it's kind of like on a flat tire. Of course, others might disagree with that, but changes in the air for sure. So. So, alright, we'll just leave it at that. Yes, and let the clone be with you. Alright, take care. Much love.